all bad, right? At least you got Baby Yoda, right? 2020!
Hey.
What's up, man? 2020. Good to see you, pal. Have you lost weight? You look great, by the way. Just a couple of tips. In the spring, they're going to release a documentary called Tiger King. Just number one, they're going to hate it at first, but then everyone's going to love it, okay? And by the way, BT Dub, she did it.
Get out.
Okay. Oh, by the way, the movie Cats, biggest apologies, okay? I really apologize. I'm sorry, okay.
Is that fire? He's lighting a candle, everyone. What are you doing? Come on, mate. Don't. Are you listening? I said don't. Whew. I thought there was about to be another.
It's Corona time.
What is that?
Hey, it's Corona time right now.
What's Corona time?
It's Corona
What's
time.
Corona? Man, that's it, man. I'm gonna go attend a large social gathering, dude. Please no. I want to go to Florida. That's it. I'm going anyway.
Large social gatherings? That means we could still meet, right? Of course. That's great. Online. What? We don't know how to do that. Not my job, not my prob.
Well, at least I can still graduate. Oh, man. Money!
We're gonna be rich! Why are they laughing? Don't worry about it. What are you doing?
Oh, me? I'm just planning my vacation for down the Keys this weekend. But now I gotta reserve my week at Disney. Look at this. Hey, how you doing? We got some unexpected but unwanted surprises for 2020.
Yeah.
All right, sign there. You guys got a party going on?
Something like that.
All right, take it easy.
What's that? Oh, this? Just something I got for you guys. What's in the box? What's in the box? Please no. Not the Olympics. Yes!
Oh, come on!
Woohoo!
Are you...
Come on, please stop! I thought it was gonna get worse. Oh, come on!
Hello? Hello? There we are. Hey, guys.
I'm gonna need to hear more of that.
Yeah, try that again.
Can we? Hi, One Church. I thought that was
they
better.
like you better.
I like that better.
Okay. All right. I understand. I get it. It's cool. So what's up?
How have our weeks been?
Today was like a Monday, Wednesday. Was that not cool?
It was all right.
You guys are lame today. Come on. You need to step it up. It felt like a Monday, but it's actually Wednesday.
We got a Friday.
Thank you.
We got
Thank
a Friday
you.
in like 2 days.
I know. We just got rid of school for 2 days. All right, whatever. All right. Okay. What is tonight? I'm sorry, what? All right, that's a little better.
That
All
sounded
right.
pretty good.
Hey, Chase.
Hey,
What do we got?
what?
We've got some.
We got some announcements.
That was adequate. Okay, so here we go. September 26th. What's happening Sunday, September 26th? Two services. So Sundays, we are switching from 1 10 o'clock service to 2 services at 9 and 11. Okay, say that with me. 9 and 11.
9 and
Don't
11.
show up at 10 o'clock because you will be either early or late. Okay, this means that you have twice the opportunity to serve on Sunday. Woo! Yes, all right. I want everyone who served on Sunday, this past Sunday, to stand up. If you served, whether it was the parking team, sit down, you did not. Whether it was the parking team, he wasn't this past Sunday, but we'll give it to him. Okay. All right, so from parking to greeting to kids to tech team to worship. We got 2? That's it? 3? All right, Autumn's not here. Ella's not here. They were in there. Zoe. Okay. All right, Jenna. Okay, so here's what was really cool, okay? Miss Heather was telling me this. I'm telling Miss Heather's story. She said during service, she was able to look out of one of the children's rooms, and she saw there was a student helping with parking. There was a student helping with greeting. There was a student in every single one of the kids' rooms. There was a student on the tech team, and there was a student on the stage. Woo! So, if you need proof that Sundays need you, there it is, y'all. Okay, now, this means now that we have 2 services, we need more people to help. Because those people that served on Sunday, they're good for one service. What we want you to do is we want you to serve one service and then go to the other service. We don't want you to miss out on the message, okay? So we want you to serve and go. You guys aren't with me here. Come on. Serve and go. Good. All right. What else we got, Chase?
The cafe.
The cafe.
The cafe has been open.
What's going on at the cafe? What do we got back there?
Cafe, we got pizza. Pizza's $1.
Pizza.
We got drinks, which I believe we have Sprite in there with Coca-Cola and Mountain Dew now.
Stepping up the game.
Stepping
we got
up.
a new choice for soda.
You can't go wrong with Sprite.
Woo, woo. All right. What else we got?
You can also get bags of chips.
Bags
I believe
of
I've heard.
chips. Not just pizza. We got chips.
But
And,
now,
And.
And.
Oh, are you ready for this?
we got mystery item.
Get yourself an inside out backpack. Backpack. Okay. $5. You get your
5
very own.
smackaroons.
$5. Hey. I hear that trash talk. Look how many things you could fit in here.
You can fit a lot of stuff in there.
Just kidding. Don't do that. Lots of things can fit in here. All right. So these are back at the cafe for $5. Also, if you brought a new friend, say me. All right. I heard some new friends. What do new friends get, Chase?
New friends get 5 credits at the cafe. 5 credits for
$5.
big smackaroons.
$5. That means you could get a backpack for free. What?
Mullahs?
Okay. All right. You guys are really excited about this. Okay. Who likes One Church Student Ministry on some social media platform? Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. What are we on? Twitter, Snapchat. Okay. All right. A couple of you. That is not enough. Okay. We're gonna be real with you. Facebook and Instagram are going on our posts because nobody likes them. And nobody's looking at them. So we need you to pull out your phone, find us on Facebook, find us on Instagram, and like those pages. Okay, so don't do Facebook if it's for old people, okay? All right, just give us a like. Now make sure you are on the Inside Out page, okay? Not just the main One Church page, the Inside Out Student Ministry page. Got it? All right. Second thing you can do to be more involved. Oh, Siri didn't get it. Sorry. All right. Second thing you can do to get more involved is you can text
Student 1C to 97,000.
Student 1C
Student. One,
to
not
97. Sorry.
Not one, but like the number 1.
Yep.
Number 1C.
Student number 1C
To
97,000. Right? If you have not done that, you're typing that into the text box. Uh-huh.
Student, yes.
You want a
1C.
visual. You want a visual. Jed, my man. CJ's going to work on that for you this week. All right. CJ's got you. All right. So student 1C to 97,000, that's going to keep you up to date. It's going to get you the text messages to get you pumped for Wednesday night. It's going to tell you if, unfortunately, we have to change plans or we have to cancel or if we're going to have a great big game night. Okay? It's going to give you all the information. Okay. We talked about serving on Sundays, okay? So there's this cool thing that we're going to be doing in the coming weeks. We are going to be looking at students who are serving on Sundays, and each Wednesday we're going to pick one of those students, and we're going to have a student spotlight for that student that is serving, okay? So, for example, if I chose Carter Sorowski, okay, as our student spotlight tonight, I'm not going to because I just sprung that on him and I know he's probably beat red, okay? But if I were, then he'd come up here, we'd ask him some questions, we'd get to know him, we'd find out why he loves serving, and then hopefully that will get you motivated to want to serve as well.
Great question. How do we serve?
How do we serve? Oh,
Great
my
question.
goodness.
Great question.
Oh, you serve. Talking to your small group leader is going to tell you how to serve. Or serve one's.
Serve 1C to 97,000.
Pull out that phone again, 97,000, serve 1C. That gets you involved, okay? All right, last thing, and then we're almost going to get off the stage. Last thing, make sure if you are enjoying some of those chips or pizza or soda or water, you're picking up your trash, please. Please, because we have people like CJ who have to stick around afterwards and clean up your messes.
Yeah, we love y'all. We love all of y'all. But we don't want to clean up your messes.
I'm not your mama. I'm not your mama. Okay, I'm not cleaning up your mess. Okay, same for my kid. All right, let's play a game. Who wants to play a game? All right, Chase, what's the game?
All right.
Do you know the game?
Pick two people first, and then we explain the game.
All right, we're going to pick 2 people to play the game, and then we will explain it. So we're going to get you up here blind. Let's pick some new friends.
You want to play?
Some new friends.
You want to play? Yeah, come up. Do you want to?
I don't know who we're pointing at. I
You don't
can't
have to.
see. All right, if they really don't want to, that's okay. All right,
I need to.
who wants to play? Raise your hand. Raise your hand.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
All right. Come on up. All right, and Abigail, come on up. All right, Abigail, stand on this side. Carter, stand on that side. I'm sorry. Y'all, I'm horrible. I can't tell the difference. All right. The game is called Copycat.
For the aim of this game, we've got some random mixture of cups under this bin. We're gonna lift it up for 10 seconds. You're gonna memorize it to the best of your ability, and after we put it back down, you're gonna have 20 seconds to mimic that with the cups that you have.
Wait, can I ask a question? Did counting to 10 on your fingers really help you just there for a second? Because he was like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
You gotta
8,
be
9,
very
10. I
detailed
got it.
though. We've got
Okay.
new colored
All right,
cups.
so your cups are in front of you that you're going to use. You have to copy what is under here before we cover it back up. Or no, you can't touch the cups until we cover it back up. Okay? So you can look, but you can't touch until we cover it back up. Ready? Think you can do it? Who thinks Abigail's going to win? Oh, y'all.
Oh, come on,
Who
who
thinks
thinks-
Carter's going to win? All right. Here we go. Are you ready? I'll lift, you count.
All right.
Ready?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, this is not looking good. Carter has forgotten already. Hey.
5 more seconds. All right, stop touching your cups. All right.
All right. I think we should let them look for like 5 more seconds
you
and
think
give them
so?
another chance.
All right,
All right.
all
All right. You ready? Here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You silly goose.
3, 2, 1. All right, don't touch the table. Don't touch the table. I think Abigail's got really close over here.
I also agree.
I'm not sure what's going on over here with Carter. All right, let's check.
I'm
You ready?
sorry.
All right. We have, hang on. We've got this one. We've got this one.
Okay.
This one is on the opposite side, but it's there. This one,
That cup?
these 2 cups are upside down,
All right,
but she's
all
got
right.
this one laying out. She's very close.
Very close,
I'd give
very
it like an
close.
8 out of a 10.
Now, what are we thinking over here?
He's got.
He's kind of got
he's
this
got,
one.
uh,
Kind of.
sort of,
and
okay.
Kind of. And I mean, that's
I'm like,
Yeah,
like 4.
yeah.
4
something
out
like
of
that.
10.
4 or
out
5.
of 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
A C. We'll give you a C. Passing. Okay.
You're passing.
But we've got an A
You're
over
passing.
here.
We do got
Give
an
it
A
up for
over here.
Abigail.
I apologize.
Thank you. You may have a seat.
I apologize.
All right, guys, who's ready to worship?
We ready to worship? Okay.
Why am
I need.
They respond to
I need to
everything
hear that
you
again.
say.
Are we ready to worship? Yeah. All right.
Much better. All right, stand up.
You ready to worship? What? Come on.
There in the valley, I have all that I need. When fear is surrounding, your love has gotten me. Goodness and mercy have never forsaken me. You've gone before me, you scattered my enemies. I will rest in the hope of your promise. You are good and your love, it will never change. No, you never change. I am found in the midst of your presence, where your grace will pursue me for all my days. For all my days. Covered by your shadow, in your arms I am free. Won't worry about tomorrow, your light is leading me. Goodness and mercy have never forsaken me. You've gone before me, you scattered my enemies. I will rest in the hope of your promise. You are good and your love, it will never change. No, you never change. I am found in the midst of your presence, where your grace will pursue me for all my days. For all my days.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Because of who you are, because of what you've done, death has lost its grip on me. I won't fear the night. You have brought me life. By your blood I am redeemed. Because of who you are, because of what you've done, death has rest in the hope of your promise. You are good and your love will never change. No, you never change. I am found in the midst of your presence, where your grace will pursue me for all my days. For all my days. For all my days.
Worthy of every song we could ever sing, worthy of all the praise we could ever bring, worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We'll live for you, we'll live for you. Jesus, the name above every other name. Jesus, the only one who could ever save. Worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We'll live for you, we'll live for you. Holy, there is no one like you. There is none beside you. Open up my eyes in wonder. Show me who you are and fill me with your heart and lead me in your love to those around me. Jesus, the name above every other name. Jesus, the only one who could ever save. Worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We'll live for you. Oh, we'll live for you. Holy, there is no one like you. There is none beside you. Open up my eyes in wonder and show me who you are and fill me with your heart and lead me in your love to those around me. I will give my life upon your love. It is a firm foundation. I will put my trust in you alone, and I will not be shaken. I will put my trust. Put my trust in you alone, and I will not be shaken. Holy, there is no one like you. There is none beside you. Open up my eyes in wonder. Show me who you are and fill me with your heart and lead me in your love to those around me.
God, we
we just want to thank you for just allowing us to be here tonight, just in your presence, just allowing us to just fellowship together and grow closer to you, God. And just like we sang, that's our prayer tonight, God, that you would just be with us as we build our life upon your firm foundation, God, because we know it is never going to crumble. You are our cornerstone, God, and we love you, and it is just in your heavenly name that we pray. Amen.
Bye, Mom.
Ooh, what's up, Inside Out? Are y'all not as hyped as me? Because it is literally, like, I have to say this because it's true every week. This is the best night of the week. Would y'all agree with me? Yeah. Even if you disagree with me, it's okay to be wrong. But, yeah. But if you don't know me, if you're new with us, hey, new people, what's up? My name is CJ, and I get to hang out with y'all every week. It's literally the best job in the world. I'm taking that from Dave Thompson, but I don't care. Right? Man, I miss Dave. Dave, if you're watching, I love you, bro. What did I forget? Oh, no, that's y'all can't have my hey every week. But, yeah, a little bit about me. I've been going to really a part of one church, but a part of the youth group all the way from 6th grade to 12th grade. So I've been in this. I've been through this, a lot of change. And, man, y'all, this tonight is literally the best night of the week that we've ever had. Would you agree? Like, literally. And so tonight we're going to start a new series called The Big Questions. Last week we ended off Even If, and we talked about how God is with you even if, in that when the negative change does come, and it will come, is the big thing, that you can trust that God is with you. He promises that, and you can trust his promises. And this week we're going to talk about guess what? Thank you for the two people who said it, the big question. So to start us off, no matter how old we are, we never outgrow the need to ask questions. Would you agree with me on that, right? Yeah. We all agree that the truth is that we don't know all the answers in the world. Most of us, what's the first thing we do when we have a question? Let's be real. You go to Google. Most of us Google our questions. Just think about the things you've Googled. Let's be real. Some of y'all's history is about to be like, whoa. We're not going to expose anyone. Like questions like, why can't you put the dog in the washing machine? Anyone else ask that question? Okay. I'm not the only demented person in here. It's okay. Or questions like, how old are certain celebrities? Anybody else do that? I do that all the time. It's so weird. See, I know Street does because she... let me stop. How to spell certain words? Yes. I know y'all. How to learn how to do the hottest TikTok dance? See, for me, I never learned TikTok dances. I just do Fortnite. I'm not going to do it. But here's the thing. We can't Google search every answer we're looking for. Okay, let me take that back. We can Google those questions. But we might not always get a clear answer. Like I once Googled, are blueberries good for you? And you know what was the first thing that popped up? 10 proven health benefits of blueberries. And then just for the curiosity of the thing, I Googled, are blueberries bad for you? And you know what's the first thing that pulled up? The health risks of eating blueberries. Can you believe that? It is ridiculous, but that's like a random example, but you get the point. There's not always a clear answer, but we're wired, that's just the way we are, we're wired to look for answers. And usually the topic of our biggest questions are more intense than blueberries, right? At least I'd hope so, because, gee. Like, we may wonder things like, why am I here? Who are my people? What am I supposed to do with my life? And hunting for answers to questions that can get complicated. And so that's why for the next few weeks, we're going to dive in and spend time discussing some big questions. And the goal is to, for the end of this series, we'll not only become more comfortable asking questions, but we'll also grow closer to the people who we can ask those questions with. So to start off tonight, some of y'all church people or non-church people are going to be mad at me, but I'm going to ask it anyways. We're going to ask a somewhat churchy question. And maybe you've wondered this before, or maybe you haven't. It's totally fine either way, but this is a question that we need to ask. What does it mean to follow Jesus? Oh, that's such a pretty blue. I'm sorry. That's so pretty. Some people would say, stop. What does it mean to follow Jesus? Some people would say that our answer to this question changes everything about our lives. If that's true, then yes, that's a big question. However, if you watch like 5 different TikToks, 5 different videos on YouTube, you'd get 5 different answers for what that means. And when there are multiple possible answers to a question, that's prone to get confusing. So I decided, hey, let's look up 5 different 5 different videos about what it means to follow Jesus. And I've seen a variety of things. Y'all, it's weird. First, you have to use a certain kind of Bible. Chase looked at me weird like, what? I never heard that. No, that's what TikTok said. If TikTok said it, you got to believe it. Don't say yeah. Stop that. To be a Christian, to follow Jesus, you have to listen to a certain kind of music. You got to pray for 15 minutes. Real Christians dress like this. Oh, hey, whoa. Don't hate me. But real Christians talk like this and dress like this and spend their time doing this. And my point is that a lot of people have different opinions on what it looks like to follow Jesus. But here's what's really difficult about this. If we say the answer to the question, what does it mean to follow Jesus, change everything about us, change everything for us, then the answer, if we find the answers online that are hollow and shallow, and then why follow Jesus at all? Why? In fact, we aren't sure if God does much of anything for our lives other than making our social media bio look better or giving us something to do every couple of days throughout the week. For a lot of people, Jesus just lives on the offside of your weeks. Maybe just, Jesus got my Sunday mornings and my Wednesday nights, but that's really it. That's all Jesus has access to right now. And for some of you, Jesus hasn't crossed your mind. And that's probably why you don't follow Jesus at all. But because you don't really see how following Jesus would change much of anything for you, what's the point? In other words, if following Jesus doesn't mean to do anything for your life, do anything good for you, then what sense does it make to follow it? Which gives you the reason why you wouldn't want to follow it. And that I 100% get. And it's not the first time that people have been asking this question. People have been asking this question for ages. What does it mean to follow Jesus? They've been asking this for thousands of years since Jesus was alive 2,000 years ago. People are asking it now, and people were asking it thousands of years ago when Jesus showed up. And so in the Gospels in the Bible, the Gospels are the first 4 books of the what? Thank you. In the New Testament. So Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And so that part of the Bible tells us about Jesus' life. We're given an insider look about what following Jesus is all about. So we're going to be in Matthew chapter 4, verses 18 through 20, starting out. And it starts off, one day, as Jesus was walking along the shore of the Sea of Galilee, he saw two brothers, Simon, also called Peter. Y'all say Peter? One more time. And Andrew. Y'all say Andrew. All right, perfect. I just want to make sure you're cool with me. Those two brothers throwing a net into the water, for they fished for a living. Jesus called out to them, "Come follow me, and I will show you how to fish for people." And they left their nets and followed him at once. So back in that time period, religious leaders, not just Jesus, had disciples. Disciples were people that followed the teachers and the leaders around them to learn from them. Disciples kind of found their identity in being associated with a certain teacher because of what they taught. So surely Peter and Andrew wondered what made Jesus different from all the other teachers and all the other religious leaders, and probably wondered where would following this man take them? And how long would they be gone? Jesus answers by basically saying, "Follow me and watch the way I live my life. Watch how I do things, and then go and do the same." And when you do that, you know what will happen. Instead of being out pulling fish out of the water, you're going to be pulling people and inviting people to know God and be better and be who God has made them to be. I'm going to bring out a new way of living and being in the world. So what Jesus offered was enough to inspire Andrew and Peter. Y'all say Peter one more time. They inspired them to go with him. They left their fishing nets, their careers, their identities, and their community, and they followed Jesus. Man, they left everything they had to go and follow Jesus. That's some big faith right there. And then a bunch of other women and men joined them as they went. And what I really want us to know is that Jesus didn't have Peter and Andrew pass a Bible test before he told them to come follow him. Oh, you don't know that one law of Moses? Oh, no, you can't join us. He didn't ask them if they were religious. Oh, you're not like one of the religious leaders? No, you can't come with me. Never mind. I changed my mind. He didn't ask people around them if their behavior was good. He didn't tell them that they were going to be better than other people. No, Jesus simply invited them to follow in his footsteps and do as Jesus did. Just talk like Jesus, walk like Jesus, love like Jesus did. Jesus invited them to go where he went so that they could be more like him. And the thing is when they left their nets, they left their families and their way of doing life, they left everything that they knew, they were probably filled with a ton of questions like, where are we going? Like, how is this all going to turn out? And for those of you who are familiar with the life of Jesus, with the story, it can be easy to forget that when Jesus started out, no one knew how the story was going to turn out. They were just kind of like, oh, this guy talks really well. We might as well go follow him real quick. They had no idea how it was supposed to turn out. No one anticipated that everything that happened was going to go down the way it happened. And as far as they knew, Jesus was just another religious leader. Then we fast forward 3 years later. Throughout their time together, these disciples would see Jesus walk on water. They would see him heal the sick and raise people from the dead. They would hear him speak and watch him forgive people's sins. They would see him arrested and sentenced to death without even putting up a fight. And then finally saw him being put to death and being coming up from the grave. And they see him alive. And all these crazy things that they never thought they would imagine seeing, all because they decided to leave everything they had. They decided to leave their fishing nets. What's also crazy is what following Jesus meant to the disciples. After Jesus was gone, Peter would become the first leader of the church. Except for John, every single one of Jesus' disciples died defending their love and faith in Jesus and what he represented. One of them was crucified upside down. Thousands of years later, we're still looking at their stories, learning from them, and even naming children after them. Like when Jesus asked them to follow, they had no idea what they would do or who they would become, but God knew. God had a life in mind for them that was bigger than the life that they were currently living. Jesus had more in mind for who they become and more in mind for the relationships they'd have. He had more in mind for how much they would matter in the world. Their biggest life questions found answers bigger and better than they would have ever dreamed from if they were still in their boats. You could say it this way: Jesus had more in mind for their lives in the areas that mattered most. I'm going to say that again. Jesus had more in mind for their lives in the areas that mattered most. And in the same way, Jesus has more in mind for our lives in the areas that matter most. And if we go back and we asked Andrew, Peter, and the other disciples, what does it mean to follow Jesus? At the beginning, they wouldn't have known, but they knew enough to take one step at a time. They knew that they didn't have to have everything figured out on day one. They just had to commit one day at a time, one step at a time, following Jesus and his example. And in doing that, they began to live out what following Jesus meant. And as a result, they found more purpose and direction. They found better relationships. They had more joy and peace. They found something worth giving their lives to. They found answers to the questions they were asking, and we can too. I want us to think of it this way. When you really understand who Jesus is, it changes everything. Say that with me. When you really understand who Jesus is, it changes everything. Everything changes. Following Jesus can help us answer our biggest questions, because if Jesus has more in mind for our lives in the areas that matter most, then following him will lead to clarity in those areas that matter most. For the disciples, following Jesus was an adventure that changed who they were and who they became. Because if they would have never followed Jesus, they would have been fishermen for the rest of their lives. They dropped their nets. They left. Jesus changed their lives in the best way possible. Like sure, he taught them awesome things about living life and behavior. But more than that, Jesus loved them and served them. And to them, following Jesus wasn't about a religion. It wasn't a bunch of rules. It wasn't a whole bunch of to-do lists and not to do. It wasn't about a social media aesthetic or about following secondhand information from other people who claim to know Jesus. No, to them it was a personal experience, a life-changing encounter with Jesus himself. It was a journey to lead them that led them to a richer, deeper, more fully human lives than they could ever imagine. They could have ever imagined. But what does that mean for us? CJ, that's cool. We're learning about all the disciples and how their lives changed. What does that mean for us? Like, we can't be physically present with Jesus. I've never touched Jesus, but man, he's my best friend. So what can we do now? Whether you are already following Jesus or are just thinking about it, here are a few things that you can do to get started. One, start reimagining what following Jesus looks like. Start reimagining what following Jesus looks like. Consider asking yourself a few things. Like, has my view of following Jesus become too small? Have I reduced it to a bunch of rules, a to-do list, what not to do? Oh, I forgot to read my Bible that one day. I can't follow Jesus anymore. Have I reduced it to that? What if it's an adventure? What if it's life-changing? What if it's the friendship I've always wanted? Reimagine it. Write it down. Draw it out. Visualize it. Man, think about what you could do if you started thinking that Jesus was your friend forever. We talk about that with our kids all the time. 2 is take a step. follow the example of Andrew and Peter. They simply took a step to follow Jesus. They left their nets. They dropped their nets and they left it there. They didn't know what would happen with their lives. So those nets were all that Andrew and Peter had. Those nets were everything to them, but they took a simple step and left it there. And let me tell you, I don't think they'd ever take those nets back. They trusted Jesus enough to take just one step. So what would a step look like for you? I'm not asking you to run a mile. No, I'm asking you to take a step. What does one step look? So I don't want you to overwhelm yourselves. You're not going to know the whole Bible in like a week because that's crazy. But start with one single thing. Maybe you start by being honest and asking those questions. Be honest with God and open up about the questions you have. Let me tell you, God ain't scared of your questions. He's not scared of your doubt, your fear. God's not scared of that. Be honest with God. Maybe for some of you, it's starting to ask those questions with people you trust, your small group leader, friends around you, about what's going on in your life. Maybe it's showing up here consistently and engaging in small group, engaging in our events. Maybe it would cost you something, but maybe it would be worth it. Not maybe. It's going to cost you something, but it's going to be worth it. Identify your next step and be bold enough to take it. Worship team, you can head on up. And lastly, I need you to think about these 3 questions. Who am I? Where do I fit in? And can I make a difference? And over the next few weeks, we're going to look at those questions in depth. Following Jesus can help us learn to answer those questions. And Jesus, let me tell you, Jesus isn't just a separate category in our lives. Like Jesus can't just have your Sunday mornings and your Wednesday nights. He's part of figuring this stuff out too. Invite Jesus into the process and see what Jesus has to say about the biggest questions you have to ask yourself. Let me tell you, you're going to be surprised about what you discover. So spend some time asking those questions. Who am I? Where do I fit in? And can I make a difference? Jesus has more in mind for our lives in the areas that matter most. So much more. Imagine if we could clearly and completely understand this. What if we could see that following Jesus is life-changing? What if we quit seeing it as a list of religious rules and things to do? Then if you don't do it, then you're done. And start seeing it as bigger than that. What if we trusted that following Jesus can help us answer our biggest questions? We have no idea where that journey can take us, but neither did Peter and Andrew, but they left everything and got the greatest thing ever. So as we're getting ready for worship and getting ready for small group, remember that this is one of the big reasons we have small group. So you can ask those questions in a comfortable environment with people who are probably asking those questions to themselves. We want a safe place for you to ask the big questions with those who are asking those same questions. And tonight, as we get ready for worship, I want everyone to stand on up real quick. One of the lines that sticks out to me from this song is, I put my faith in Jesus, my anchor to the ground. My hope and firm foundation. If you have your foundation in something that's not steady, you're going to get knocked down. So the answer to your biggest questions is going to depend on what you got your anchor in, what you've got your foundation in. God, I'm so thankful for everything you're doing, everything you've done, and everything that you're going to do. God, tonight as we head to small group, that our students would feel more comfortable asking those questions. That it may seem uncomfortable, but it will be the most comfortable thing for them, that they can ask those questions and they can talk to you about it, God. They can talk to us about it, God. So tonight, whatever questions they may have, I pray that they would open up and be real tonight. That you would show up in small group tonight, God. It's in your great and powerful name that I pray. Amen.
God of Abraham, you're the God of covenant, of faithful promises. Time and time again, you have proven you do just what you say. Though the storms may come and the winds may blow, I'll remain steadfast and let my heart learn when you speak a word, it will come to pass. Great is your faithfulness to me. Great is your faithfulness to me. From the rising sun to the setting same, I will praise your name. Great is your faithfulness to me. God, from age to age, though the earth may pass away, your word remains the same. Your history can prove there's nothing you can do. You're faithful and true. Though the storms may come and the winds may blow, I'll remain steadfast and let my heart learn when you speak a word, it will come to pass. Great is your faithfulness to me. Great is your faithfulness to me. From the rising sun to the setting same, I will praise your name. Great is your faithfulness to me. I put my faith in Jesus, my anchor to the ground, my hope and firm foundation. He'll never let me down. I put my faith in Jesus, my anchor to the ground, my hope and firm foundation. He'll never let me down. Great is your faithfulness to me. Great is your faithfulness to me. From the rising sun to the setting same, I will praise your name. Great is your faithfulness to me. Great is your faithfulness to me. Great is your faithfulness to me. From the rising sun to the setting same, I will praise your name. Great is your
All right, let's go to small group, guys.